Well, one of the first things Jaden Ivey has to learn, he turned his head to look for the screen. Brunson went the other way.
Mitchell Robinson, before the game, still about 3 weeks away from making his return, so likely to miss the first part of the season. But he was the kind of veteran player that they felt they needed to put around this young core that they have.
And when he gets half a step on you and his shoulder into you, it's almost impossible to recover and get back in front of him.
Sadiq Bey finding a seam. Early stages, preseason opener for both of these two teams. Here is Evan Fournier, three-pointer splash.
That developed into important guys on a championship team. He's the guy that developed Siakam, Van Vliet, Anunoby. That's hard for anybody, but especially a rookie point guard. That's very, very difficult. Second half of last year, he was the best rookie in the league.
Wired in that deal just over a week ago. Robinson turns back Ivey. My goodness. And then it's Randall with a hard left-handed flush. Good extra feed, Randall to Fournier, three-pointer. A little bit short, and the rebound corralled underneath by Ivey. This is where this young man is so dangerous. In the open floor. Stan, that's what he does.
And it is, and that is what Dwayne Casey is worried about with this smaller lineup. Well, the Knicks are creating these points off their defense. They're doing a great job defensively, making things tough on Detroit.
That is Bogdanovich. A little bit short. Toppin tracks it down. Toppin now the trailer. Here he comes to the wreck. Obi Toppin taking flight. 7-point Knick lead as we come up on 3 minutes left in the quarter. That is Stewart. Improved three-point stroke over the latter stages of last season.
Great block by Livers there.
Here's Hayes, corner three. Boy, if that's the shot he can hit, that's what they've been looking for. This has not been a good three-point shooter his first 2 seasons in the league. Hartenstein on a three-point jack.
Hartenstein only.
Three-pointer from Joseph won't go. Toppin clears for the Knicks. Here comes D. Rose. He'll launch. Splash! And the Knick lead back to 6.
Very good three-point shooter.
Three-pointer from Isaiah Livers won't go. Look at Rose, that lightning quick first step. Hartenstein racking one up again. Here's Hayes against Quickly. Elevates. Fight for the rebound. Duran got his hands on it. McBride, what a pass. Toppin taking him to the schoolyard. Stan, you want to find a way into Tom Thibodeau's rotation? Play defense like that. Marvin Bagley. Before he left last year. And even the guys that they missed this past offseason. What a play. Quickly with another chance at an and one. So just past the 7-minute mark, first half. And there he is again. It's McBride on the theft to the wreck. What a run it's been for Miles McBride off the bench here in the set.
Basically back with their starters with a few exceptions.
Do you put Jeff's quotes on the wall in the office?
Oh, yeah, all the time. Are you kidding me? Come on.
Jalen Brunson.
They've only had a few minutes to watch him, but they're certainly excited about what he's doing tonight.
Hoping that Brunson can save some of that three-point shooting. And it's a 10-point Knick lead. Here's Barrett, who's been quiet so far. Barrett.
Him and the strength and conditioning coach really worked on it. He gained, what he said, 20 pounds of muscle. The biggest challenge for Cade Cunningham in doing so is that ever since high school, he's been vegan. So he said it's been extremely tough to eat enough beans and rice and such to be able to gain those 20 pounds of muscle. But guys, it's plays like that that he feels like will make him more competitive in the paint.
Body wears down. It's not easy. It's something he'll really have to work with the nutritionist as Jaden Ivey on a nice attack. They're taken by guys who shoot 28, 30% from three. Great steal there by Ivey and all the way to the rim in their games because the floor is going to open up for them.
Pretty finish by Brunson. Final 10 seconds of the half. Knicks trying to build on a 10-point lead. Both teams are out of fouls. They knocked it away. They get it to Randall. 2 seconds. Randall into the paint. Puts it down. Such a disappointing step back after their playoff year from 2 years ago under Tom Thibodeau. How quickly can they put the disappointment behind them? Beautiful setup. 48 to Robinson. Bogdanovich three-pointer from the corner won't go. What kind of a year can Randall put together? All-star campaign 2 years ago is Brunson with a corner pocket three.
Barrett has to have the same aggressiveness he had at the end of last year with better efficiency, and their defense has to come back. If he was even an average pitcher, I would say yes, but when you have Shohei Ohtani, as Randall knocks down another three, when you have Shohei Ohtani.
Beautiful drive and finish by Ivy. Stan, that won't make you very popular here in the Big Apple, but hard to argue with any of those points. Randall, boy, under control, the pretty spin with his feet.
Tom Thibodeau and the coaching staff's trust to not have it really sets him back.
Tough news as R.J. Barrett with a pass from Barrett through the hands of Hartenstein. It's a Knicks turnover. Here comes Cunningham, the trailer, dropping a dime to Stewart. Masterfully done by Cunningham. Mike, we're thinking about you, your wife Roseanne, and the entire Breen family. Mike has been a mentor to me, Stan, for a number of years. As good a person as there is, not only in the league, but in sports. And we're thinking about Mike.
And just dominating in the paint. They've more than doubled Detroit's production in the paint. The defense, though, for the Knicks is creating.
Points in the paint in this game, 46-20 favoring the Knicks. Ivy taking contact. That ends a 13-2 Knick run.
Nothing easy about playing the point. It'll take time, but they are confident they have the right guy. And that's exactly what he did. Good call, Spiro. He used that contact to neutralize Duran's athleticism and then finish strong.
Well, I tell you what, Killian Hayes looks strong tonight. A chance. But just to get back to Hartenstein, he comes over from the Clippers. The Knicks locked him up with that 2-year, $16 million deal. Efficient as a pick-and-roll player. And an and-one opportunity for Jalen Harris.
And the question with New Orleans will be on the defensive end of the floor. Herb Jones, the only guy in that starting lineup, as again Toppin runs out and scores.
And then Hartenstein unable to save underneath. But also great to see Kawhi Leonard. Livers with a three-point stroke.
You know, guys like Bob Lanier, we don't really see anymore. The real low post centers, the big, bulky guys down in the post. We don't see much of that anymore.
Clock running. Hayes is going to launch. It's a long two-pointer against McBride. Livers. That's Rodney McGruder getting his first run of the night for the Pistons. But I tell you what, the play-in tournament, smashing success for the NBA. McBride off the steal. And a nice finish at the other end for the Knicks. Have impressed him in camp, and no hesitation. First guy he mentioned was McBride. Archer-Diacono, open three, got it! Big part of their run to the Final Four a couple years ago. Here comes Archer-Diacono. Pretty spin. What touch on that shot.
Others, not so much.
Stan, this was fun. Good to get back in the gym.